welcome to the Obsidian Loft Minecraft podcast. This week on our 32nd episode, we discuss Pocket Minecraft. What's our new one? Infinity, 8-bit games, and more. I'm Jason Oakley, and this is my co-host, Will Tomkinson. Hey, Will.
Hey, mate. How you doing?
Good, mate. How are you doing?
I apologise in advance if I sniffle into the microphone. I'll try my best not to, but apparently I randomly came down with the flu about 24 hours ago. So, yeah, that was fun.
Maybe you shouldn't do that.
Yeah, I tried not. It worked for a while.
And unfortunately, the dreaded Lurgies also got Bev, so no Lady Beaver this week, although she was on 2 weeks ago, but nobody saw that episode except us because it was a secret special one that I recorded incorrectly and accidentally didn't get anybody's audio except for mine. But it was a great show. Wish you could have seen it. Best show ever. Never see anything like that again.
No.
Once in a lifetime opportunities.
Oh, well. We'll just have to try again, see if we can replicate it. It won't be this week.
No.
Yeah, of course, you can check out our server, which is mc.obsidianloft.com. Of course, you go to obsidianloft.com to find out how to get whitelisted on that. We've just updated our pack. We're now running the Infinity pack.
Yeah! Everybody loves it.
Which is, yeah, it's pretty neat.
We got so many people coming on the servers, I had to up the RAM again.
Yeah, it's it would. We have eight and there's 10 on there earlier today, I think. So
yeah,
it's doing pretty well.
And it's only been going for like a week, so they're coming in like crazy. People every time I log on to my email, it's like this person has joined the website. This person joined the website. Hi, I want to be whitelisted. This is awesome pack.
It's good to see getting more again because it's one of those things. I think no matter how good a pack is, after a couple of months, you just get bored with it.
Yeah.
So it's one of those things every couple of months. It's always good just to jump from pack to pack.
Well, we said it was about time we did another server reset. We haven't done that for ages, so... Wasn't that Bev was saying somebody had done the whole of Dark Trilogy like 4 times in different homes?
Yeah. That's it.
That's how long we kept that one up for. But we kept our white list from before, so anyone who'd been on before can just jump back on again, provided they upgrade to the new pack.
That's it.
So visit our website at www.obsidianloft.com, and now time for some Minecraft news. Forbes reports that Activision Blizzard and Electronic Arts, among others, also came forward expressing interest in pursuing a deal and purchasing Minecraft. Discussion with Activision petered out, the report says. Person wouldn't talk specifics about what happened with EA, a company has been critical of in the past, but he did say that Mojang ruled out would-be buyers who did gameplay in a way we didn't like. Microsoft's $2.5 billion offer, however, proved to be the most alluring. Sale terms included Mojang's 3 founders getting a clean break from the company and the promise there'll be no layoffs at Mojang. Forbes noticed that with only 47 total Mojang employees, layoffs were unlikely to happen anyway. Xbox God, I think I called me last time.
I was going to say, I think we've had this problem before.
Xbox boss Phil Spencer orchestrated the deal on the Microsoft side, though Mojang's business boss Carl Manner took point on sale terms. Person and other Mojang founder Jacob Porser spent time with Spencer over herb-flavoured Swedish liquor, arguing with them about the direction of the gaming industry. The report also reveals that Microsoft CEO Satya Nadella never visited Mojang during acquisition talks for what turned out to be the largest buyout so far during his tenure. Nadella, however, did speak with Manner on the phone multiple times to discuss the deal. And of course, we know Microsoft's got a lot of offshore money, just the same as everybody else, Google and Apple and that, and you got to spend it, otherwise somehow it's going to get taxed, so you might as well give $2.5 billion to Notch and make him happy.
Yeah, I think they managed that, didn't they?
If you can't make a good IP and franchise yourself, why not buy it?
That's it.
You got the money for it? Do it! Gaming alert, Xbox One March update. Screenshots are available now. Adjustable tile transparency and spam reporting. So if someone comes onto your server and starts spamming the heck out with advertising stuff, report them as naughty people. I guess somebody's going to do something about that. Pocket Minecraft. Look at these little fellas, will ya?
Yeah,
bats,
finally.
bats.
I think I don't know if it's deceptive because it's a smaller screen resolution, but those things look higher res than the main game.
They do. They're quite nice.
It's well detailed.
Yeah. Well, pocket device is going to be more powerful than our desktop soon. I was reading something recently and someone was like, I can see a stage at some time in the future where the only computer you're going to have is like your phone, and when you go somewhere you just plug it into a mini docking station and suddenly it connects to your monitors, mouse, keyboard and everything and becomes your main computer. So you're basically carrying your main computer with you everywhere.
You mean I got to carry a phone?
Yeah.
I want that implanted.
Man, I was
in my
hoping they're going to miniaturize everything down into a watch. Isn't that the future
Yeah, I know.
these days?
Or
Come on.
just like implanted into your hip bone or something.
Yeah, maybe an earring for the girls.
That's it.
Also, Tommaso Cecchi says it's about time to have a frame time graph. Can't be pro without that. So now you can see how your frame rates are doing over time.
CPU. How does that work? How can they have a 407 frame per second but he's only got 60 with an average of 58?
Probably because you can lock it to 60 frames a second to get it smooth all the time, or you can let it go up to 407, I'm guessing. I don't know. Why don't you message Tommaso on Twitter and say, dude. Dinnerbone was talking recently about adding prompts in Minecraft for players with hearing difficulties. A short video clip was released showing how this works so far, with critter noises, certain environmental events and more being represented with small on-screen prompts. Still no word whether the creeper sound prompts are taunt about destroying one's home though, so let's take a look at that. Here we are. Chicken clucking, water splashing, and this is reminiscent of what Josh keeps getting excited about, Misty from our server, when Mr. T had that sound pack that he loved. Splash, splash, stone, 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 grass, 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 stone, grass, splash, splash.
It's great fun, but it can get annoying pretty quickly.
Yeah. And it's got a little directional arrow, so when the pig's off to the right or the left, it's got an arrow showing you which direction they are at, so that's quite useful for people. What else have we got? He says, sometimes small things are also pretty cool things. So you get 50% less emeralds and 100... Oh, sorry. He's got this backwards. So I've got... Nice. While fixing floating emeralds, I found that I replaced every silverfish with emerald ore. Whoops. So you get 50% less emeralds and 100% more silverfish. I think it's a pretty good deal after all. And the one about small things, also pretty cool things, is this one here. Watch this when he hops in the water and kills the squid in Pocket. Ink.
Huh. Don't have that in the real game.
Nice effect.
Now all I gotta do is give me calamari and I'm set.
Here's some interesting blocks he's got here as well. A sword with some green on it. A wood block with green on it, unless it's just a graphical glitch due to...
Yeah, it could be.
When he's out at the start, everything's got a bit of extra green. There. The egg's got green and these, I think it's a graphical
it's just a bit of a glitch, yeah.
I thought maybe you get slime on everything. Bit like Ghostbusters, right? You slimed me!
You slimed me.
Pacman is one of those timeless games that needs no explanation, and Mr. Squishy YT has, as we come to expect from Clever Minecraft, created the entire game inside Minecraft. It comes with the following: full ghost AI identical to the real Pacman game, all original sound effects, smooth movements for all ghosts and Pacman, directional updates for ghosts and Pacman, live score and high score updates, edible fruit 2 per round, functional side tunnels, wiggly joystick and fast resets. As for how it plays, you can see for yourself in the video. Want to check it out, set a high score and laugh at anyone who can't best you? Let's have a look. It's a pretty cool Pacman console.
Yeah, it's really amazing what they're doing with the command blocks and stuff now.
Waka 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 waka. Original Ghost AI. Takes a while for the dots to disappear after you eat them though, because server lag.
Well, yeah, I mean, you're making a game do something it's not really designed to do.
No. Animations. Whoa. I like the Pacman music, I don't know where they got that from. Sound effects from the game. Go get the cherry. Go. That's pretty cool, right?
Yeah, they did a good job, especially if you're gonna play that before you go and watch Pixels,
Yeah.
new movie.
That looks like an interesting one, right?
Yeah, that'll be good fun.
Oh, he missed it. No, he's game over. Same fonts for the high score and ready and everything. Nice.
You could you imagine, like, you wouldn't want to play that on a, you'd want to play it on a local server. You wouldn't want to play that on a,
No,
you know.
that's right. Well, talking about all the 8-bit stuff, Space Invaders. For some, it calls back to a time when video games were much simpler. For most, it's called back to ancient times before Minecraft, before the internet and modern civilization. So what's it doing in Minecraft? Brute C has, what was that, Brutech, has created a working playable version inside Minecraft, and the results are pretty impressive. Single player, co-op and versus modes, working scoreboard and even variable difficulties wait for the high challenging callback to the past. Can you beat the high score? So it's got the main screen there. Main screen turned on. It's you. How are you, gentlemen? So here we go. It's got some invaders there made from blocks. Nice little base at the bottom. Nice bit of explosion when you hit them. And they have different game modes, of course. There's 2 players side by side. Look at these massive explosions from fireworks. They look really cool.
Love to know how far away that actually is.
Yeah. Get the special up the top. Can you get it? Oh, yes. Fire trail. Oh, nice. Look at that. Crazy bullets. Look at them shoot every which way.
Is that like bullet time?
Dude, this would be fun to even play on your iPhone or something, right? Game. Team green. Here we go again. Opposite sides. 2 bases. Can you get to shoot the other player? I don't know. It'd be interesting. I guess you probably would if you're playing versus somebody.
Yeah, I don't know.
And they got a wall across the top there from a special power-up, force field. Looks like it's made from glass blocks or something. Certainly nice 3D effects and everything there. Green 1. And of course we can't have all of these without Arkanoid. Why not?
Arkanoid.
Let's check that out.
I'm Arkanoid at you.
This is Arkanoid in Minecraft. Now, if you guys aren't familiar with what Arkanoid is, it is essentially this really, really cool old school sort of like pinball game, I guess, in a sense, where you have to try and you've got this little.
If you don't know about Arkanoid, why not?
Reflect the ball up into
Yeah, pretty much.
blocks.
You're a terrible, terrible person.
I saw it on the Minecraft forums. Thought I'd check
Go
it
back
out.
and learn your
Of course,
history.
If you guys want to play it yourself, in the description, like always. And if you do enjoy it, should leave a like
like
rating.
one of my
But,
number 1
let's get
favourite games.
right
I like
to
the
it.
logo at the
So,
top.
to play this game, that is a very good question. Where is my barrier? Is that my barrier? Where is it? Oh, here we go. Okay, select a game mode. Practice mode, challenge mode. Let's go challenge mode. Alright, start level. Okay, so as you can see, I have my little ball there, and I think if I click that, where do I go to go?
Where do you
I just go
control it,
forward.
like-
Okay, so this is my thing. You ready? I gotta try and
Move left
bounce
and
it up
right, I
and try to
guess.
break those blocks as I go.
Yeah,
Now,
but
the
that's what I
ultimate
mean. I don't
plan
know.
of
Like, they
strategy
play some of these
was to
games.
try and get it up
You'd,
into, like,
you,
the
you'd
roof
never
that
want
would
it to go
bounce
super
around solid.
fast.
No.
Wow, I suck. Alright, let's do that again. Let's
There'd be a
do that
hell of a
again.
lag
That was
time.
pretty bad.
Yeah.
Alright, so let me go. You get certain lives and stuff like that, so let's go. Do I click or jump? Oh, you jump.
The Pacman one
let's see
looked
if I
a
can
lot
do power
higher
shots with it as well.
resolution.
Because what you'd normally do is you try to
Probably
walk
'cause it's
into
further
it,
away.
try
The
to
further away,
like a
obviously, the
little
more
bit of
pixels
spin
you
on
can
it.
fit
You
in,
used to be able to
so-
get spins on it back in the day. But depending on where you hit it from and where your thing is facing is where the ball will really go. And
Still pretty
hopefully I
cool and
can
fun to
be
play.
able to, beat this. I used to be really good at Arkanoid. It used to be my favorite game on like the TV. Now this is
Commodore
real
64 one
old
was
school,
my
like,
favourite one because
playing
it had
games
some
on
cool
TV, and this
sample
is before,
drums
like,
and
well,
stuff
not
for
before
the.
consoles, but this was like when they weren't as prevalent. Like, crying out loud. Like N64 games, 4 days.
Yeah, some of the stuff, the Commodore 64 had some really good
game on my like grandmother's
sounds.
TV, and I used to play it all the time.
I think the
And you
guy who
put
did the
games on
sounds for
TV,
that
and
said
you
he
played
ripped
with the
them out of
remote,
a drum
and
sampler
it was
game that
old
somebody
school
else
as
had
hell.
made.
Come on, get in there.
Found
Oh,
out how
yeah,
they
you
did
wanna
it
strike
and
it
just
one
ripped
side
out their samples and
consecutively,
used it
just
for
try
Arkanoid.
to get in the
Yeah, well, whatever works, I guess.
Yeah.
Oh, come on. Here we go. Oh, it's
Oh,
a
it's
power up.
got a power
And that's
up.
another thing. They drop power ups sometimes. So
Flip.
that has given me. What?
Oh,
Oh, it's a
sticks.
sticky one. All right, awesome.
That's pretty cool.
So yeah, as you can see, there are certain power ups. The sticky one wasn't my favorite.
You can watch that video on YouTube. Minecraft Arkanoid. DecoCraft. Decorations to suggest they are needed almost seems silly in Minecraft at first. You have weapons, armor, explosives, even primitive electronics. Who needs decorations? As it turns out, anyone who wants to flesh out their build with these final touches, the ones that turn a house, castle, ship or whatever else from merely a building to a home, a fortress, a unique place to be. That said, DecoCraft is a mod by Raspberry Fox with framework by Nops and contributed to by Professor Morbius, which does exactly the same as exactly what the name says, adds decor, more specifically props or interactive, sometimes movable objects meant to enhance a build, and there are no small amount of props included here, over 300 models so far. DecoCraft continues to grow constantly and new props are added all the time. So let's have a look and see if we can get a screen of those. There's clays, furniture, some beds there, chairs, glass table. All of these are in our Infinity pack. Canopy bed, different colours, cameras, phonograph, harp, training dummy, piano, fish trophy, knight statue, engagement ring, one to give your girlfriend, ironing board, washing board, park bin, hanging bridge single, a slide, the TARDIS, of course, got to have that. That's one I'm going to look forward to. I always like getting the TARDIS hat when you kill a mob.
Yeah.
Barber pole ground, paper lantern, table lamps, chandelier iron. It's got even got the kitchen sink, everything including the kitchen sink. Toilet water tank to go on your toilet basin, hand towels, body towel, toilet paper. There's a bunch of barrels there. I see a lot of people using the better barrels on our server now, which is quite cool. Honey pot, Santa plushie, elf plushie, PayPal Picado light blue, fall wreath, and all these different types of signs down the bottom here. Sign bank, sign archery, sign honey, blacksmith, butcher, camping, candy, flowers, general store. I guess if you're opening a mini shop in your server, that's what you want to do. So that's pretty cool. So you want to try that out, come join our server and you can have a look at it.
So,
Now we were going to have a story last time about Turkey. There are a bunch of turkeys over in Turkey who are talking about banning Minecraft, so I just found this article. Is it going to be banned or not? So, as we already know, there's been some excitement over the Turkish Ministry of Family and Social Policy seeking to have Minecraft banned in Turkey. Still, what are the odds that would actually happen? And what was actually said in the report about the game? Quote from the Ministry of Family and Social Policy. Although the game can be seen as encouraging creativity in children by letting them build houses, farmlands and bridges, mobs must be killed in order to protect these structures. In short, the game is based on violence. Yes, this is like GTA 5, people. No,
Yeah.
of course it's not. Evidently, the controversy stems from the ministry believing that Minecraft can cause children to confuse game violence with real violence and encouraging the harming of animals. For that, they've asked the government to take steps towards banning the game. Is that likely to happen? Out of the question, according to Fatih Oak, a spokesman for the Turkish embassy in Washington, D.C. There will be no ban. The game is not banned, and it's not going to be banned. The Family and Social Policy Minister does not have that kind of authority to ban any product. Sounds like you want a bit of attention, though. Get the news right.
that's
I
it.
understand that this is what's been said in Turkish media, but it's incorrect. The ministry can only work with complaints. In this case, I am told there are numerous complaints from parents about Minecraft and its influence on children. The function of this ministry is to raise awareness. So where does that leave Minecraft? For the moment, exactly as it is. A Turkish court would have to be unilaterally decide to ban the game, and at present it seems highly unlikely. So maybe they're not a bunch of turkeys after all.
Yeah, I don't know. The fact that they even had to sort of,
Mention it.
yeah.
A regrowth mod pack. Let's jump into it. What is regrowth mod pack? It was put together by the Phoenix Lodge for 1710 as an HQM driven pack. I'd be interested in trying an HQM server one day.
Yep. If you want to switch over to my screen while you're reading that, you'll see that I'm actually playing that at the moment. So it's a barren wasteland, as you can see, which is always good. Yeah, so I'm actually just trying to find where my quest book and stuff is, but I just happened to find this hut. It's one of those goblin hut things. So it's a perfect spot to find this, but resources are quite scarce, as you can see, and over night time it's horrible. It shouldn't even be out here. It's a very good way to get died very quickly.
Dangerous.
But there's a lot of different mod packs in here that are quite unique. Like, it actually changes a lot of the crafting recipes too. So you can't use, you'll see I've got the normal planks here, but a lot of the stuff you can't make with the normal planks. Like you can see, I can't make a crafting bench. So I actually need to use deadwood, and then you got to turn these into, where are they? I gotta find it. It's been a week or so since I played this because my computer's died. But you've got to turn these into another product first, and then you can turn them into a tool bench.
Ah.
Let me have a look. That's where NEI comes in handy.
I was going to say, it looks like it's got NEI.
Yeah. What's it called? Crafting table, isn't it? Yeah,
Yep.
it can do. Told you it's been a while. And my brain no worky, so that doesn't. Crafting. There we go. So crafting table, darkwood planks, and the hatchet. That's right. So you need
Sounds a bit like
planks,
Terraformer Craft.
hatchet. Huh? That's supposed to work. All right, you keep reading. I'm going to figure this out.
So we got a bit of a video we can have a look at as well.
I am enjoying it. Now I'm going to go into my stream world. Now, for those of you guys who have been seeing over the past few days on my channel, I have been putting up video after video after video saying, oh, I'm going to be live streaming soon, I'm going to be live streaming soon. This is the pack that I have been doing as a live stream, and it's one that is going to stay as a live stream as well. Let me go to sleep really quickly. Like I said, I'm really, really enjoying this pack, and I'll just show you exactly what's going on right at the start of this pack. So you get this. You've awoken from slumber once more, but this time things seem a little different. The world itself appears dead around you. A wasteland stretching off into the distance, dotted by the skeletons of trees, accompanied only by grey boulders. Ever more curiously, the world itself seems barren. Try as you might, you cannot find a single deposit of minerals underground, leaving you to wonder what to make of this world. As you look around, you wonder what it will take to survive here, and how you might help the world recover. Oops. I don't want to do that bit. So basically, guys, there's a load of quests. I'm not going to go into the quests because, you know, I want you guys to go and check the pack out. But it's centered around magical crops, number one. And I love that mod.
Cool.
I love that mod.
Yeah.
But also in conjunction with that, it is centered around AgriCraft. It's a brand new mod, really, that's come around in 1710. And if you guys are familiar with it, it's absolutely fantastic. And this is where the time sink for me has been. I must admit,
Neither did I until I started playing. You learn pretty quickly.
In some parts
Everything's
got
to be made on
slightly
stakes.
grindy, especially when
like
you're getting these little things here, these essence seeds. You've got to get a load of these. Now, you get stuck on this for a while, but there is such a thing in this AgriCraft, this mod, called the breeding, selective breeding. Now, if you have a look down on my whaler there on the bottom right hand side, you can see there's actually stats to these coal seeds. You've got growth 2, gain 1, and strength 2. These go all the way up to 10, 10, 10. I like to call them the mega crop, because once they get to 10, 10, 10, they grow really fast, which is the growth. They gain, the gain value is actually, I've got the 10, 10, 10 crop over here for seeds. And the gain means how much you get from the crop once you harvest it. So as you can see here, we get 4 wheat per 1 crop then. Now imagine that with magical crops. That's why I'm really enjoying it. a lot of my time has gone into
He looks like he's
trying
got
to
a
make the biggest and best crops
projector in
that
the
are
back
around.
of the
I managed to
room
get
there.
some copper seeds,
you'd have
some
in
iron
school.
seeds. Like I said, the early game is a little bit grindy.
Might be for analysing stuff.
However, once you
It's
get
a
to a
seed
stage
analyzer.
where you set yourself up, and then you get to the essence seed stage, you can then start to breed the crops. You can also breed them together, not just make uber crops, but actually breed crops together.
You can make Uber
There's quite a
crops.
few different recipes that you
They
can do
stole
that
our
with.
name.
But at the moment, guys, I've just got iron, and I have been playing for so many hours.
Been
I mean,
playing for a lot of hours, and he's
and
just
hours.
got
If
to
there was a
iron
time
stage now.
on here, you'd be able to see it if there was a time.
Sounds
Yeah.
like kind of
I've been
like
playing for absolutely
those
hours.
sim
People
games
on
where you
stream have
start
been
off and you
absolutely
go
loving
through
it
the
as well.
Iron Age and the Bronze Age. And
I've been absolutely. I'm
Yeah, I've
really
been
showing you
playing
guys this
for,
pack because
I don't know, 2 or 3
even
hours,
though
and
it
I
can
got
be
as far
grindy
as
in some spots,
making a
if
pickaxe.
You are OCD about getting everything that you can. When you see a challenge that presents itself with a 10-10-10 crop like what you get in AgriCraft, it must be done. It must be done. You must fulfill your live stream.
That sounds
Yeah, I
cool.
found out what happened with my game. I forgot that I updated the mod pack, and I'm still using the older world.
Yep.
So I broke the world. So yeah, I've got to.
So
Fix that.
let me introduce you to the mod pack, Regrowth. It's a HQM-driven pack where you find yourself in a desolate wasteland lacking in any natural growth and sparse of materials, except for a few boulders and dead charred trees. You quickly discover the depths of the earth to be barren as well, devoid of any form of ore. You'll need to find a way to start restoring the presence of nature back to the world. In doing so, find yourself a way to start producing the materials you need to produce a thriving industry. The pack is heavily adjusted to be a more cohesive experience through the usage of Mind Tweaker and Mod Tweaker, with just over 1,000 lines of scripts at the writing of this. A large part of the idea behind the pack came from a couple of what-ifs. Specifically, the pack was designed to be without ore, but while still having a world to work with. The other was to do so without the use of something like Ex Nihilo, finding a way to unlock access to resources for the player with standard mods that exist. Now,
Yeah, it's interesting. You do occasionally get ore. You get random iron drops from zombies and things like that. But yeah, not very often.
cool. And something else you might be wondering about, how strong is Steve? In Minecraft, you have 36 slots to carry things. Each slot can hold 64 of those items. The heaviest item, based on real world carry weight, you can carry is a cubic meter block of gold, which would weigh 19,300 kilograms. So, are you able to lift anything like that, Mr. T?
20 ton. Oh yeah,
Is
generally.
that right? Yeah. Each slot
Yeah.
can carry 64 of these, so that's not a problem.
That's what 64 times 20. That's a lot, isn't it?
Yep. And you have 36 slots totaling 44.467 million kilograms.
That's like the average weight of Australia or something, isn't it?
9 gold ingots can make 1 gold block, so we can assume ingots weigh 1/9 of actual block, which is about 2,144 kilos. A full suit of gold armor requires 24 gold ingots to build, assuming we don't waste any in the process, totaling 51,466.67 kilos. This brings the grand total to 44.519 million kilograms, roughly the weight of the Eiffel Tower, times 6 in his back pocket.
Yep,
So,
that sounds about right.
yeah, I don't think I'd be able to carry the Eiffel Tower in my back pocket too well.
Well, we've only got one, so you couldn't carry 6 if you wanted to.
I know, right? Can we get them duplicated?
Yeah.
So yeah, that's all the news for this week. But maybe we'd have a bit of a chat about. We have a quick interview with Illegal D. He's an admin from MCAU Australian Minecraft server. So let's take a look at that interview now. All right, and we've got a bit of an interview here. This is Illegal D from MCAU, or some people
Hello.
also call it Macau.
Macau is preferred.
Macau, yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
So tell us, you guys have been here on the internet forever, ever since Minecraft was first coded, just about, right?
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, it's been many years now.
I think Rob said
Actually, I couldn't tell you. I couldn't tell you what the exact number was. It's been at least 3.
Yeah,
I can tell you
yeah.
that.
I think Rob said it was the first multiplayer server on the internet at all, and the biggest Australian server most of the time.
Yeah, not so sure about the first one, but definitely the second one. So we've had our ups and downs, but I think at our peak, which would have been possibly a year and a half ago, we're probably seeing 150 to 200 concurrent players at a time.
Nice.
You
had
know,
20
during
at one
peak times,
stage.
which is generally night time, and especially on Fridays and Saturdays, we get a fair few players on there. But
Yeah.
it's probably dropped down a bit lately. But yeah, that's you know, we had it pretty good for a while.
Especially the switch between 1.7 1.8, right? It was,
Yeah, well, that's the cool thing. I mean, whenever whenever Minecraft's been updated and it goes up that next version number, we've always really put in an effort to try and refresh everything. We'll start a new map, build a new spawn. I think it was 1.7. We introduced the cards plugin, which is pretty.
oh
pretty
yeah, I think Rob
unique.
was telling us about that one.
Yeah, have you actually seen it? It's
No, he was telling us that you.
it's actually something quite special. There's a fella called Alara. Or Yalara, don't know how you pronounce it if you're watching this. Sorry, buddy, my bad. I normally just type it,
Yeah.
But basically allowed you to collect cards in game. You'd receive them at as random drop items, and you'd get them for other things. And basically, he created this whole separate little interface that you could log into with your. You'd set up an account actually on Bukkit, and then you'd log into this interface and actually see, visual cards that you could use and actually redeem in game for, and they'd actually have in-game effects. So, you could have them give items or, create certain events or change certain attributes and things. And there was all sorts of crazy stuff, and we all sort of went a bit nuts creating our own cards with their own powers. Like my skin's actually, what's his face from Pulp Fiction.
Yep.
Name eludes me at the moment. That's pretty terrible. The guy that John Travolta played.
Oh yeah.
Can't remember his
only
name.
think of
Vincent Vega.
and
That's
Julie,
his name, yeah. And so the little card that I had, because all the staff had an individual card, the little card I had was basically a line from Pulp Fiction about, the question was that scene where they're in the diner and they're talking about, what's a quarter pounder called in France. Everyone, if you've seen Pulp Fiction, you know the line. And when you redeem this card in game, it actually, would tell the world, so and so player has just earned themselves a Royale with cheese, and basically, they'd receive a, a slice of bread. A piece of beef, and I think we used a sponge block for to represent the cheese.
Nice.
Just silly little things like that, and
Sounds a bit Magic the
basically
Gathering or something.
pretty unique in the Minecraft world from the way I understand it. No one else had anything like that.
Yeah.
So
Adds a bit of extra
to
to it.
experiment with weird and wonderful things.
Yeah. So it's sort of like a Magic the Gathering kind of player card, or Pokemon cards.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, they had different rarities, different categories. All the staff had their own individual cards, as I said, and we all did those ourselves, and told the system what we wanted them to do, and basically uploaded our images and whatnot. So it was actually quite nice, and the interface is actually quite slick. All the cards sort of scroll around and whatnot, and it's quite pretty.
And that's on the new server?
I'm not sure if it's running at the moment. I think I'm not sure. I couldn't actually tell you. I should probably check on that. I know it was running during 1.7, but I'm not sure if it's running at the moment.
All right.
But it was certainly very, very popular whilst it was.
Everyone should have a look at mcau.org anyway.
Yeah, most definitely.
Yeah. And tell us about, you have any mini games or various different servers?
Yeah. Okay. So at the moment, the world's split up into a very, very standard affair. We've basically got a almost a vanilla world. Obviously, we've got the Nether. There's an event world. There's a creative world. Pretty standard affair for most servers. Yeah. I believe the event world contains all of our mini games. We have like a Friday night games event. Friday night games usually starts about 7 p.m. on a Friday, and we can, usually that's when we probably see, probably the largest spike in our. Number of concurrent players
Eastern
probably
Australia
during
time?
Friday night games. Yeah, Eastern Australia time, the real time.
The only one.
Yeah. Not this dodgy Queensland living in the past. Thing.
Faded curtains and cows that won't milk time.
Yep, that's right.
So what kind of mini games do you have?
Oh, mate, all sorts of things. All the standard stuff. I think we've got a fair few different team deathmatch games that are set up like almost in a similar vein to Team Fortress 2. In fact, there's a couple of the maps that these team deathmatch games occur on. They're actually some of the staff actually built replicas of some of the TF2 maps, like one with the bloody buzzsaw in the middle of it. Name eludes me at the moment. I'm sure you're familiar with it. Sawmill. I think that's the one.
Yeah.
So I've got that few individual deathmatch type games. I think there's what else we got there? Some parkour type games. There's all sorts of stuff. It's probably too many for me to think of at the moment. But yeah, there's last time I checked, there was at least 20, 30 different
nice.
maps and game
I remember
varieties.
one time I was on there and there was a ride a pig race where you had a carrot on a stick and you ride pigs.
Yeah, the old pig race. Yeah.
And There was one that my daughter ended up winning, was a parkour type one where there was a lot of blocks scattered about and you had to jump from block to block to block to block.
Yeah, lava jump. Like my daughter actually plays on Macau's on. That's her favourite one.
Yeah.
She's actually getting quite good at it. A little bit too good. I think she's actually better than me at it.
And then you get a diamond or nether star or something at the end if you made it right to the end. And she was the only one who made it all the way. She loves the parkour.
It's quite difficult.
I can't. Yeah. I get too frustrated and go, screw it, I'm not going to do this. But she'll sit there and go right back and then run, jump, land on, okay, and plan every single one. And at the end, there was most of the people had died. I fell quite early on it. And everyone's like, oh, I guess that's it. Everybody's dead. And there was, no, there's one more. Hang on. Everyone's like, yeah, go. She's going to make it. And then it was very exciting for this one person left to see if she was going to make it. And she got all the way to the end and everyone was just going off. They thought it was exciting. And all she could say was, look, I'm only 10 years old and I beat all these other people. I was like, well, that's not really a good winner. That's not the kind of thing that we want to be. You've got to be a good winner.
I when it comes to the parkour stuff and specifically that lava jump, I reckon 5 minutes before I rage quit usually.
Yeah.
Maybe 4.
Maybe.
I don't last that long.
So do you have actually something I wanted to know? How many of you and what sort of people are building your spawns and structures?
Well, it actually it's a funny story. This one, it actually every time that we've reset the map, and that's usually when the next major version update comes. It's usually been a separate group of people. Normally it's 1 or 2 people, sometimes 3 or 4 out of the staff members. But every single iteration has usually been created by a different different member or a different group of members of staff. And we actually I'll probably get in trouble for talking about this one.
You hit it for exclusive.
We've had quite a few staff members in the past who have either had to leave either of their own volition or otherwise. And for a couple of versions, I think it was back sort of 1.3 around there somewhere, and a couple of versions either side of that. Someone would build the spawn. We'd have a great time. They'd last however long they last, maybe 3 months up to 6 to 9 months, depending on how long. Between updates and whatnot, and it always seemed that either during that period or in the next period that whoever built spawn or whoever had the major portion of building spawn was gone. They disappeared for one reason or another. So it almost became like the spawn building curse, I guess you'd say. But I think we've been good. The last couple we've been all right.
Still hanging on.
Dropped out a couple of versions ago. But it's something that whenever it comes to that time to rebuild spawn or to redesign Bacau in its entirety, it's always something that comes up. It's the dreaded spawn curse. Yeah. Who's it going to be this time?
So you would have a separate test server off the side that gets built so people can keep on playing and then just switch
definitely.
across.
Yeah, pretty standard affair. And that's the thing. A lot of times, like especially the last update, like there was a long time between when the news was out. There's going to be an update. It's going to be soon, and by the time it actually rolled around, like we're talking about a period of almost the better part of a year. Like it was a long time. Yeah. And so a couple of times it's happened where we've had a few weeks notice, like shit, better get into gear, better get ready. And sometimes it's
24/7.
It all depends on Minecraft and how quickly they're releasing their updates after they announce them. But yeah, we've had periods where it's gone for months and months and months. So it's like we're not going to do anything until we know what's happening exactly.
Yeah, then everybody has to wait till MD5 or somebody gets a new version of Spigot out so that you can get all your plugins going.
And then, as you know, there's been dramas, on that side of things.
Yeah.
Lately, I'm probably not the authority on such things, but I do.
Now there's about 10 different new craft bucket type things coming out with Spigot and I can't think of all of them now, but Sponge.
Yeah.
And I think I'm just going to stop there because
hopefully it's a positive thing and it's not a case of
so long as they're all compatible with the plugins, it won't matter. But if everyone's got something a bit different, it's going to be a headache.
Yeah, most definitely.
If it works, it works. On my vanilla one, I tend to run Spigot at the moment. It seems to do quite a good job. Yeah. And so you have several different servers for your different worlds, or they all run off the main servers? Or?
No, at the moment they all run on the one box at the moment, which remains in a location undisclosed. That's a big Macau secret. Don't want to talk about that one.
I know for sure.
Interesting news on that front. X-Rob, our illustrious leader, has managed to get his hands on a big fat pile of HP Blade servers. So there's going to be some new and fresh stuff coming.
Nice.
Very very soon.
Super
very
fast.
Soon. Yeah.
You heard it here, exclusive again. Obsidian Loft
that was a
doing
quote, by the way, a big pile.
Yeah, pile
I
of
can't
it.
say the number.
Just
It's a big
stacked
big
on top
pile.
of each other, chucking in the corner and wired together with soldering irons and stuff.
Yeah, and funny thing there, when Rob got his hands on all this stuff, I think I suggested to him that he probably needs to call this cluster, or whatever the terminology is these days, he needs to call it Skynet, because I'm sure that whatever computing power we're going to have at our hands for the next iteration of Macau, it's there's a good chance it could become self-aware. Want to wipe out the human race, destroy the planet. Who knows?
Well, it does have AI in it, doesn't it?
It is called Skynet.
Yeah.
So I can happily say I'm responsible for that one.
We'll look forward to that. It's going to be a rebranding. It's not going to be in Macau anymore. It's going to be Skynet.org.
Look, who knows? Who knows what it might do? Maybe it doesn't believe in names. Who knows?
Oh yeah, so sentient.
I guess we don't want to get to that point. We've got to keep it in check.
Don't get labels on these things.
That's right.
Anything else that you wanted to add?
Not in particular. No. Feel free to. If you got more questions, I'm more than happy
if anybody wants to
happy
be an admin or op, you can contact nobody, because serious. Don't do that kind of thing. Drives me crazy.
Don't do that.
No.
Don't do that. It's, I'm sure it's a daily occurrence at this point.
Yeah.
It does get funny though. Like I think the topic in our IRC channel had the top 5. Pretty much the top 5 things that would be said every now and again. That was always one of them.
We won't say too much, but it's got to do with a particular kind of boots.
Yeah. Ooh, how does one know about such things?
I've got no idea. This is just rumors that you hear around,
Yeah, don't yeah.
All right. Thanks for coming on for the interview. We had a great chat here, and we'll head back to the show now.
Not a problem.
See you
Thanks for
later.
having me.
Bye. So that was a pretty interesting interview with Legal D. A couple of sneak preview specials that nobody else knew about, but keep an eye out for that and check out their server as well. And in this segment of the show, we're going to talk about what we've been up to in the last week or so in our Minecraft adventures. So, as we mentioned before, we've upgraded the server to Feed the Beast Infinity. Time for a refresher, so you can see this is what happens when you log into the server. Welcome to the Obsidian Loft server. We hope you enjoy your time here. Please read the signs and be friendly to all players. Turn around and follow our rules tutorial. This was a maze that was created by Cat Meow Cat some time ago.
You gonna switch your screen there, so we can see what you're talking about?
Dude.
I know, I want everything.
Be nice to people. No swearing, no advertising, no ganking. Help your fellow players. No griefing, no up begging, no admin begs, no naked skins. Be courteous. No fighting with ops admins. Take it to the forum. So what you do is basically do the questionnaire to prove that you've read our stuff. Are you allowed to ask for ops or admin? If the answer is yes, go through here and see where it takes you. If your answer is no, go through that one, and eventually you'll get through everything. So we'll head over to...
Hello, chicken.
You found the chicken, did you?
Yep, no one could hear it. There was a
Once-
sheep up there earlier.
Once you get through, you'll end up here, and you can always come back here with special command that you'll see on the screen to the right, but we're not going to show that off for newbies. The Obsidian Loft is a town list. Novium, which is my town, which is the first one created to visit. You can pop over
I know
there.
this lady created their town today too.
Yeah, we've got probably half a dozen now. What are you wearing on your head?
Oh, that's my... What is it? It's a Crimson Cult helmet.
Okay, he's joined a cult.
It's from one of those obelisks.
Oh,
Those-
okay. You killed those knights around the obelisk.
Yeah, and I got leather boots I found in a chest. They've got Feather Falling 4, Unbreaking 3, Thorns 2, and Protection 1 on them.
Nice.
So I'm going to have to repair them before they wear out because they're too good to let break even though they're only leather.
Yeah.
Actually, I'll
Nice
take them
little
off for this because I'm in GM1,
Sakura
so
tree.
I don't want to break them.
A few little rooms down the side here with these ender chests in them, so you can put your stuff in, pop down here, and do anything.
Oh, I knew I
with
saw
it.
some somewhere. I need to remember where they are now.
You put them there, so yeah. We've got a little fountain here as always, and I believe Misty was installing some portals somewhere near spawn, he said, but I don't know.
I don't know. There was an end portal over here. Another portal, sorry. Yeah, the nether portal's here.
Which way did you go?
In the little hut.
There's a little hut.
There's a little hut. And Misty's broken the portals.
He probably hasn't got them so that they'll link up properly either.
No, I have to fix that.
You're
Yeah,
the
because I end up
expert
at his
on
place.
that.
Speaking of Misty,
Speak of the devil. There's a little hut over here.
yeah, here he is, working his. What's he doing? Doing something on his furnace. What's he doing? Yeah, he's got a little block loader. He's got what is
Go
all this
deeper.
stuff, man?
Holy
Oh,
crap,
this is
there's a
reactor.
ghast in here.
Yeah.
Oh, we're right
If you get-
near a nether fortress as well.
Well, that one there, that portal you can see on top of the nether fortress, that's where you would come out normally, but Misty's broken it.
Ah, okay.
So if you go back through that portal, you'll end up at Misty's. So that's why I've just vanished, so he can't see me.
Yeah.
But he's got the chest going, he's got the better barrels
some
happening
angry
and
dog
diamond
somewhere.
chests and sterling generators, exchanges, all this stuff I don't understand yet. I haven't played with this pack long enough.
Someone's been out here. You can see a cobble column. What's that over in the distance over there? Is that one of those beehive things or wasp hives? Yep, hive block.
Oh yeah.
And one thing that Mitzi said to make sure of, you don't eat any cooked pork in front of the pig men.
Yep.
'Cause it
They don't
pisses
like
them off in the wind.
No, I don't like it at all.
So if we head through here, we end up at Mitzi's house.
Yep. He couldn't find any wither skeletons. There's like 10 of them here. It wasn't looking very hard.
You can see he's been doing quite a bit. Sag mill, sterling generator, alloy smelter, enchanter, energetic infuser, induction smelter, magma crucible, fluid transposer, ink mixer, bookbinder, reactor controller. I think this is really good. I think this is the one that he wants me to make to generate energy using yellowite. Accessible. I need one of those. Oh, he's got his spot loaders now. Why has he got two there? Doesn't it load one chunk? So if it's
Yeah, but they could be on the chunk lines.
oh, okay. Suppose it's possible.
If
can
I
see
can remember
that.
what the command.
F9.
Yeah, there we go. Yeah, they are.
Yeah, one
They're on the
each
chunk.
side.
One on each side of the chunk. That works. Actually, yeah, it's a good trick. If you press F9, you can see where the chunks are. So
Yep.
if you're setting things up that require a spot loader, you can go, okay, I'm going to put all my gardens in this one chunk. So spot loaders are better than chunk loaders.
Yep.
They tend to be a lot less system resource server intensive.
Yep.
As well. You can see this one here. Obviously, he's had spot loaders in this because this is a chunk wide. So
Yep.
yeah.
We've got some ender lily seeds growing here.
Actually, I found the ender stone, the end stone.
Yep.
You can find just randomly while you're digging. There's those beehives that make the stone.
Oh, okay.
And they're around that. Bookbinder.
You got one of the Simply jetpacks, have you? Oh, it's Mitzi. Hey,
That's
Mitzi's got
Mitzi.
a...
Yeah, I just told him we're recording, so
Oh.
he's probably ignoring
I
us.
just
Yeah.
did it. Bunch of chests with stuff. These are the better barrels, which we've used those kind of barrels before.
What torches are these? Oh, Tinker's torches. Cool.
Yeah, they're nice. So we might, I might pop over to my place, have a quick look around there. So I've not quite as advanced as him because he plays a lot more than me, but I've got a couple of sky chests here that don't have any signs on them because WauloK doesn't know that they're actual chests, so don't put anything in there that you want to keep forever. But this is the grindstone that I started off to grind my stuff with before I could get any electricity, and a charger with another crank on that one so that you can spin that one around.
So I was just looking on your screen. All you can see is the swirls because I've got Vanish on. I'm like, what's going on?
I was wondering, is that you? So up here we've got a
Just turn that
couple
off.
of solar panels. You can see this dark brown roof is as big as my house was, so it only came out to about here. And then I was like, okay, I need more room, so I extended that way. And then I was like, now I need more room, so I extended this way. So nothing fits quite nicely, but we've got the room there. So this comes
is
through to a
that?
macerator. So if you put your
Stuffed
stuff,
creeper.
yeah, that was a present from Jazz Devil. So you've got a chest, goes into the hopper, goes into the macerator, goes into the hopper, goes into the chest down the bottom. You can see there's some crushed gold ore there, so we can take that out and pop it on the
Solar
top of this one.
panels. Your solar panels aren't working.
They were working before.
They got a 0 EU output apparently, according to the panel.
Probably the back box is full, so it doesn't need to. Has
Oh,
been working.
okay. They automatically stop. Fair enough.
And down here you can see I've been getting a lot of stuff in there. Melted through, it's quite cool. Reason I've got
Whoa.
a table down here is I had it next to this chest here, but it means that anyone who accesses the table automatically looks at your chest and can take anything, so it's a good idea to have. Enchantment table.
Wow.
I've hardly ever enchanted anything, so I thought this time I'll do that. And I found this chair in one of the villages, so I thought I'd nick his chair, because he doesn't need to sit down.
Armored Cell's going off with his solar panels and stuff.
Yeah, everyone says to me, oh, WauloK, I love your garden. I'm like, yeah, that's not my garden, but it is pretty cool. But if you have a look at his stuff here, this is his solar panel cells here, hardened solar panel. And
Capacitor
that's how
banks.
big
and-
my house was, and now it's come out here. You can see Jazz Devil has moved in next door with a pink house.
Because you always need a pink house.
And she should claim this land here that I made available for her, but she didn't claim it yet. So, and of course I've been getting into some bees again. So let's restart that with the queen, princess bee there, turn into a meadows queen. I've got meadows princess, meadows drone.
It's been ages since I've done bees. I can't even remember half of the stuff anymore.
Unusual princess from ignoble stock, and unusual drone, and meadows again.
Not like this quarry stands out or anything.
Also got some proven frames and things that I quote borrowed unquote from some villages. Yes, I don't know why he's mining here, because we've got Mistcraft, so he's supposed to be doing mining worlds, but whatever. So that'll add a bit of lag to the server with all the water flowing here, but
Yeah, fill it back in.
yeah, I'll do a chunk regen and he'll be like, where the hell did all my... What?
Oh, you got one of these dudes.
One of these
No, he's
dudes.
not here anymore. Yeah, the goblin things.
Ah, okay. And then over here we've got, this is my homestone. When you come to my town with that town visit command I showed you before, you'll end up here.
Yeah.
And this is how you get into my town, and then you can go to the Twilight Zone. Or join the town. But I'll have to be on to add you at this stage, because it requires me to be there to join, but at some stage we can make it, you can join without that. So you end up over here, and as usual it's got Twilight Zone with everything sparkly
Yeah, not a big fan of the new Twilight. You've got to unlock all these,
areas.
like, yeah, you've got to have, like, certain skills in certain areas to go certain places. It's quite annoying, actually.
I haven't had a look around that much.
Hmm.
So as usual, make sure you make a waypoint, press J on the keyboard, and it comes up with a small map. Then waypoints here, you can add them on, add a new, delete them, whatever. But that way you'll never get lost for your portals trying to find your way back again.
Yeah.
We've already been to the end and saw dragons, and there's chaos dragons as well as the usual end dragon there, so something else. But you get close to him and he throws you across the zone, so you have to be quite careful. And that's pretty much from my end, so we might see what Mr. T's up to and have a look at his place.
So welcome to my house.
It's awesome.
Yeah, it's great, isn't it? No, really, it's pretty much my house. Because I haven't had a computer for the last week, I haven't done much. I have managed to get a bed. I actually literally this afternoon just upgraded from my hand crank. I now actually have a electric furnace and a macerator. I only
Nice.
just did that this afternoon. This is where everything happens. This is the technology room.
Stencil table, tool station, part builder.
Yeah, so that's one thing I have got. I've got paper pickaxe and paper mattix.
Ah, how good are they? Any good?
They're really good because the paper lets you add lots of modifiers to them.
Ah,
So these have got, they've got 763 durability. They've got 6 mining speed, mining level obsidian. They've got haste. They've got luck. They've got plus 50% durability, plus 500 durability. They've got auto repair too. Auto repair is neat. So with auto repair, say you dig something when you're not creative.
wow.
Say you dig something and then you sit there and you just wait and it just repairs while you're holding it.
Ah, nice.
So you don't even need to fix it again.
And
So
should
that's
mention
pretty cool.
something else we've got on here is the Townie plugin. So if a creeper blows up your house, it'll slowly come back again and auto regenerate itself.
I don't know if it works on chests, but it works on the chest, but I don't know if it works on the stuff in it. Here's a creeper. Let's
Works on
make him,
torches and things, which is interesting.
you know how you make a creeper explode when you're in creative?
Call these mother names.
Nope, you set him on fire. So you'll see, it'll take a while, but over the next, I don't know,
A few minutes.
while, yeah,
Start
over the next
putting
couple minutes,
Random blocks back.
if you come back in 10 minutes time, that'll be regenerated back to, ooh, hello, what are you? I'll take you, I don't know what you were. Ender fragment.
Now, what
yes.
about these other creepers though? This has got multiple creepers on here, right?
Yeah, where's one of them? Let's see if we can find one. These things,
Okay,
I mean, what do they call them?
it's regenerating.
Is it?
Yeah. You still around this area?
Yeah, somewhere.
Do a quick switch to my screen. You can watch
Where am I?
these blocks
I'm
coming
lost.
back here.
Oh, there it is over there, yeah.
Grass. Should have dropped down a chest and put something in it before we test.
Yeah. So yeah, it's pretty neat. So hopefully there'll be no more griefing by ender explosions.
Because it's all going to come back anyway, guys.
See it. I mean, yeah. Still gonna make a mess of things, but it'd be interesting. Like if you did that, and there was lava or something, the lava come down here and did. I don't know if it'd reverse all that, but yeah, it does a pretty good job. Yeah, let's see if we can find these other. Oh, watch out for these bloody cats too.
Oh yeah, they got evil cats
These are
in this one.
the wither cats. They just look like normal kittens, but when you hit them, no, that one had 1 heart left. When you hit them, they turn into like proper wither cats, and they hurt a lot.
Yeah.
Just trying to find one of those other creepers.
It's
There
your
was
field
heaps of them before.
flowers.
Yeah,
And a volcano over here with some basalt everywhere. That's pretty
Yep.
nice.
yeah, it's not a bad little area. This. I found my goblin dude. He's nowhere near his hut, dude. You're supposed to be. Your hut's over there. Where are you going?
It's a bit lost.
What is he? A hobgoblin? Yeah. Let's try to find these creepers. There's creepers that wear bandanas, and
Yeah,
they're
they
all
also
effects-
boost cars and
That's it. They're wearing their colours.
are they Crips or
But
Blood? I can't tell.
they when they explode, they actually give you nausea and then they teleport you somewhere.
Yep.
It could be a couple of blocks away, or it could be
Especially
100
when you're
blocks
underground, it's crazy because they teleport you up, down, left, right. You never
Oh,
know
yeah,
where
you-
you're going to end up.
because it works on the same physics as an Enderman, so it's got to have certain characteristics before it'll actually let you go there.
Yeah.
And you wouldn't believe it, I can't find one. There's heaps of them around here before. I can't find a
Maybe
single
they're
one.
shy and don't like to be recorded.
Yeah, it's probably what it is. So I don't know, but yeah, if you see them, they won't hurt you. They don't do any damage, but
They're just annoying.
sometimes you can teleport you. I have been teleported into lava once,
Oh,
into
that's
flowing
nasty.
lava. Yeah, well, it wasn't. It was actually like 1 block above it, but sort of I was still holding forward from running away from it. so I sort of ran into the lava.
Dope.
So, but yeah, so I haven't got a lot done. If you look at the hours, our obsidianloft.com keeps a track of all the hours that you've played and who's
I
played
used to
the
be
most.
number 1 at like 15 hours.
And if you can look back here, you see this is all fully rejuvenated, yeah.
Yeah.
So, yeah, it's pretty cool. Pretty cool.
Oh, actually,
So yeah, it's a
where
good fun pack. It's got a bit of everything in it. It's got a bit of stuff for people who haven't played much, and it's got plenty of detailed stuff for people who have spent a lot of time doing it. So this is my cloud. I've got cloud
Is
in
that
there.
where you keep your file storage?
Yeah,
Cloud?
cloud
Amazon?
storage. Hey, Monkey did it years before anyone else. So
Where is it, man? I just saw it and then I teleported here. Then I did slash back and it was gone. It was you find these skeletons that are in armor that are riding horses and shooting at
yeah.
you, and they're pretty
Yep.
crazy.
it's also weird when you get skellies that have got the swords.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's a whole heap of interesting mobs. There's those miniature Endermen.
Yeah, they don't hurt you, but well, of course, unless you smack them in the head. But they go around doing stuff. I think
They
that's from in the
explode.
zoo.
They kind of explode like a creeper, I think. There's normal creepers, aren't there? These bandana creepers.
They're hiding
But-
from us.
I love the biomes in this pack. They're really well designed. Like this, all those willow trees and stuff in like the swamp area and
You can
everything.
thank T-Fox.
Mm-mm.
Enderminy spawn in forest or swampy areas in small groups. They're friendly little guys with particular dislike for creepers. Despite their diminutive stature, they pack a nasty punch if provoked. They'll defend their nearby brethren and have a chance to teleport away when hit. On death, they'll drop ender pearls into ender fragments. Fragments can be combined to make an ender pearl. And the other ones we were talking about, Fallen Knight, have returned to contest long lost battles. They can be found armed with either swords or bows. Been known to prefer the sword when engaged in close range fights, generally found in open plains. On the side of past battles, they'll often be mounted on their undead steeds.
Yep. Yeah, that's why I was okay. I never realised they didn't like creepers. That explains why you always usually find them hanging around creepers.
Yeah.
Aha, here we go. Here's some of these bandana dudes. So you can see they're wearing the bandana.
2 of them.
There's 3 of them. So if we make him
Yeah, whack.
explode,
Everything in that
So-
area just teleported.
oh really?
Yeah.
So I don't know where I was, but yeah,
Teleport back to me and I can show you on your screen.
I actually wasn't that far away. Yeah,
I'll go GM0 and give you a whack. You just watch from out of the distance there.
except I didn't teleport, but yeah.
No, I didn't while I was there either, but
Oh, okay.
There was one
well,
of
I did
those-
that time.
one of those little
tell-
those little goblin
Hobgoblins,
things, and
yeah.
you got zapped across the when you did.
No, I did that second time. So yeah, so they're pretty neat. Yeah, they don't deal damage. They just really they sneak up behind you in a cave or something, and next thing, yeah, it's really disorientating.
Yeah, especially when I'm just here mining away. Boom.
Yeah.
You're like, now where in the cave am I? I gotta find
Especially
my
when
way
it puts you into the spawner room or something.
back. Yeah.
Not good. So yeah, as we watch the sun come up, so that's our that's the server as it is. As you can see, my render distance has turned down a bit. So if I turn because I'm actually no, we've got server render distance turned down to 8, I think, to try and conserve some memory. Which unfortunately means you do get a hard horizon like that, but it's playability over visual looks. So
Yeah. You want people
Not-
complaining about lag, or do you want them complaining about not quite seeing just
Yeah.
far enough?
well, that's I mean, I must have mine V-synced. Yeah, I'm on 30 frames a second. I can normally, I normally don't.
You got to reconfigure everything now. You just installed it.
Yeah, that's the problem. I'm normally up around 100 frames a second on this system. So especially now I've got water cooling.
Nice.
Yeah, which is why my computer's been out of action for a while because it started overheating. So I thought I'd put water cooling in, and that didn't fit in the case I had, so I did another case. Then I put it all back into the new case, then nothing worked, and yeah. So anyway, as you do. Wow, that's interesting. The leaf pile doesn't burn. Nope, there it does.
Yeah, it does.
Great. Set everything on fire. Uh-oh.
So
No,
thanks for
fire spread.
listening and watching another episode of the Obsidian Loft podcast. Make sure you subscribe in iTunes or your other favourite podcast application. You can also watch our shows on YouTube. You could be doing that right now, for all we know, at youtube.com/the Obsidian Loft. Click on the voting and liking and disliking and whatever you like, and make some comments and stuff, because it's always fun to engage our viewers. Don't forget to subscribe so you keep up to date with our shows. If you wish to email us and provide comments or suggestions for our show, contact us at feedback@obsidianloft.com.
That's it. You can also email us on WauloK and Mr. Tomkinson. That's WAULOK or mrtomkinson at obsidianloft.com. And you can find us at WauloK and at Mr. Tomkinson on Twitter. We have a main show account at Obsidian Loft. Don't forget, we also do the Old Fart Geeks podcast.
Yeah.
You can check
So
that out as
if you
well.
like
And
retro stuff.
yeah, we usually get as far as getting through some background information. That's as far as we get. But hey,
A lot of tangents.
yeah, that's it. It's great to sit back, relax, take it easy sort of show. So yeah, come and watch that. Our music for our show is provided by Jeff Burchett and freestockmusic.com. So thanks for listening, and until next time, keep mining.
Bye, everyone.
Bye.